Hey people, Intro here, 3v3, Quest for Redemption, blue team. ChunkyCoates is a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. We have the Death Skulls elite scheme here, painted orange. Alongside is SpicketySplitLickety with a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. The Black Templars elite scheme recolored white and purplish. Pantera rounding off this team with a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat by default, great for capping and harassing with some powerful control abilities. Red team Hutsy as a Daemonhunter, a melee spellcaster of strong support and control, alongside Taz Extreme, no normal Tazes around here, with a Chaos Lord, a durable hero walking through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense, disruption and destruction. We have the Death Guard elite scheme here, so we get to see the glowy green sword. We don't get to see that very often on a Chaos Lord. Rounding off the teams is Hellion with a Warboss, a melee hero walking through objects, strong disruption and support, can bash you around the head pretty damn good too. Look at him, wants to bash your face all the time. Pantera with no second Guardian squad, so most likely straight into perhaps double shurikens. A really good stun bomb from ChunkyCoates. Didn't hit his own Orks, but does hit the Chaos Lord, and Sluggers get their burners. I think they're going to kill him, and they do kill him. Goes down in first engagement, also going to lose these heretics here, I think. Yep. Rough start for Taz Extreme, an extremely rough start, you could say. We have some scouts with shotguns who may run away. Oh, they are. Banshees capturing the shooter boys in a really strange position. Orks on retreat path. Chop, 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 chop. These sluggers have been vicious already. But Hellion did not lose anything fully. Taz Extreme with more Chaos Space Marines now. The idea of double heretics not sitting well with him anymore. Chaos Lord is going to get revived though by the extremely radical Daemonhunter. What is he up to? Chaos Lord's back to his feet. Lost the indicator for them. Strat Squad do have their Tomes of Titan, more health, more melee damage, and you get some cool psychic abilities. Shuriken is on the way for Pantera. Double shooters for the Orks. Double stormtroopers for Hutsy. Into some purgation perhaps. Because they're up against Coates, right? Yeah. They're getting close to a power bash. There is a Warg banner though, which can often distract a player when they should be bashing power. Yeah, he's going after it. I mean, I understand why he'd want to get rid of it, because it makes attacking the power when there's a defensive force here a lot riskier. Are they going to finish it? They are. They do get the Warg banner down. Does it give XP? Didn't seem to give any red. Suppress the Strat Squad. They'll probably turn around, do their banishment and then run away. No. What are they up to? Getting chopped, lost the model and then did their banishment. And then maybe lose another model. This is a really bad fight for Hutsy. Misjudged that. And they do lose another Strat Squad model. That's pretty bad. Daemonhunter's going to get smacked on retreat too if he retreats. There we go. It should be okay. Meanwhile, south, Pantera's capping that contested wreck point while shooting some shooter boys. Multi-talented, that Warp Spider. Why is the Shuriken moving? Oh, did it spot the sluggers moving to the south, trying to flank there maybe? North, turning blue thanks to the Kommando knob. Here comes the Chaos Lord. We got some grenade launcher heretics too. Disrupting those Orks, or trying to. Techmarine and scouts leading the line. Tactical Marines alongside. Chaos Lord's found some shooter boys to mess with, but he has to run. Heretics trying to fight the scouts. We're just trying to get into melee with them. Oh hey, purgation. They have the Purged by Flame ability, which will instantly slow down and mess up a target. I think it does some damage over time as well. But their regular incinerator attack will also suppress stuff. So I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty of that. What is Pantera up to? Shuriken's facing the wrong way. In the mid, Assault Squad seeing off the Havoc's grenade. Nice idea, but they retreated a bit too soon. That could have potentially been a really bad position for SpicketySplitLickety, but I guess they knew their Assault Squad was coming in. And he did some good work. Any war gear for you, Mr. Daemonhunter? No. Operatives are on the way though. Pantera has figured out what way they should be going and gets close to the power, but suddenly Orks. Suddenly a whole bunch of Orks. Warboss. I believe that's a special attack. Sluggers taking advantage of it by chopping poor little guardians up. But they'll be okay, I think. Where are those operatives? Sneaky fellas. Fallback plan is on the way, which gives them a whole bunch of upgrades. Here they are. Incendiary grenade. Can break retreat. And a flash when they retreat. Oh, sneaky sluggers. Hidden by the Kommando knob, one of his global abilities. Getting in on the Havocs. They're going to wipe out those heretics too, I think. Yes, they are. Taz Extreme slow to respond to that sneaky attack there. Also had SpicketySplitLickety on them, of course. Uh-oh, Hutsy's having a bad time. Purgation have been retreated. I don't think they meant to retreat. No, well, maybe they did. Assault squad was on them. Daemonhunter was doing basically nothing. And Hutsy had a really bad fight. Double stormtroopers down. Operatives down. I wonder what happened. It might have been a lag spike. It might have been something distracting him. Or it might have just been one of those times when your micro fails you. Happens to us all. Certainly happens to me. Mastercrafted bolter on the field now for the Techmarine. And blue team are looking pretty damn good here. They should be pushing on for a power bash. These two mid players, I think. Well, ChunkyCoates is the north player. The two players currently mid, I mean. Warboss is going to die. Or fall over, unconscious at least. Walks by, gets away. Hellion is holding the south for now, but for how much longer? Banshee's almost finishing those shooter boys there. Lots of Daka from the top of the stairs. Those guys looking for a grenade. There it is. And this is more tactical marines. Landed right on top of the Techmarine. I think they did a little bit of damage to him. They can now reinforce off that jet pod as well. Tier 2 for Taz Extreme. Hutsy needs to go tier 2 and really be careful with unit selection now. To really think about what they need to counter. ChunkyCoates did not get anything else out in tier 1. SpicketySplitLickety drops that drop pod at the end of tier 1. Hellion gets some more shooter boys for triple shooters. And Pantera also got nothing else out in tier 1. I was expecting double shuriken or shuriken ranger or something. But we have some capping shurikens right now. And on the power is SpicketySplitLickety. Scouts fully upgraded. Could see a grenade on the double shooters. It's a grenade on the sluggers though. Nicely done. Really nicely done. Beautiful grenade. And sluggers must flee. You saw them. They tried to back away from it there. Saw it coming in. Couldn't tell exactly where it was going to land, but they actually kind of backed into it more. If they kept their charge going, they would have avoided quite a lot of it. Modern Ob tying up these purgation after stunning them. Some orky headbutts in there. Strat squad being suppressed and duckered. Can they suppress again? Or did they use both of the naming what stats? I think maybe they did. Strat squad drop a model though. Hutsy goes tier 2. Does defend the power for now, but for how much longer? Banshees are yelling in amongst the shooter boys. The triple shooter boys of Hellion. Here come the sluggers though. Banshees were already damaged, but they do have some support. Yeah, they see him off. Pantera grabbing the VP, could get onto the power as well. Banshees are decent power bashers. Although there's only 3 of them here, they're getting their Banshee Exarch, who will get mirrored power swords. Is that what they're called? Mirror swords, they call them. Fair enough, not going to argue with the Banshee lady. Chaos Lord has a dark halo up. Gone down a couple of times already, I think. Or was it just the once? There's the jump. Can they counter-initiate? Has triple Chaos Space Marines. Might have been worth it to turn them all around into melee, but now they're being flanked by the Kommando knob. Grenade on retreat for the Havocs. Really nicely done by SpicketySplitLickety. And they're going to kill some of the CSM, I think. Yeah, they are. Really poor choice to get more CSM when you're fighting Assault Squad. They jump in, disrupt. More than a match for probably 2 of them when they've got their Sergeant, especially if they can hit the Merciless and they take out more CSM. This is looking dire for the red team. 425 to 359. Who's leveling up over it? See you? Commando's level 4. Got an orky shotgun, knows how to use it. The special shooter is in. Sneaky infiltration kit as well. Warboss charging, he is absolutely pissed now. Spiky armor, angry bits. Killed a Marine, right? Yeah, well done. Kills a scout. Gets a high powered shot to the head though. And we've lost the indicator for that guy. Here's a Daemonhunter. Anybody war gear? Force rod on the way for the awesome Retribution. And what's the DPS on this thing? 55 melee. Again, the Power Bash has a Rhino and has extreme recover. They are in tier 2. Pantera has a Wraith Guard squad. And they have their little Spirit Leader, Spirit Seer fella. Spirit Seer Warlock, that's right. Grenade for the Sluggers maybe? Maybe it's already been used. There's Ard Boys. Sluggers do have their Nob Leader and they do get the Techmarine, but they are in a precarious position. Wow, the Nob Leader's an absolute beast with Ard Boys on. Oh, did they wipe the Scouts? Ouch indeed. Or oof, as he said there. SpicketySplitLickety, just a lapse in concentration, I guess. As I said, can happen to everyone. And now they're bashing power. Come back on the cards for the red team. They're capping that central power. Not sure what the shooter boys are up to. Oh, they're going to defend their stuff over here. VP got capped 419 to 346. Power is fully bashed by Hutsy. Strat squad need to get away. Nob Leader up for the Sluggers. We've seen how mean he is. Can he get a model? Not quite. Is it 55 DPS he does? Doesn't tell me. I think he's got a 55 or 60 DPS power melee weapon. It used to be 65, but I think they nerfed it. Chaos Dreadnought on the way with Mark of Pawn. That's going to be fun to see. Wraith Guard with their Wraith Cannons exploding everything. Massive damage to all targets, and they suppress infantry too. This CSM got messed up. Here's the Rhino. Heavy bolter turret on the back. Sluggers found some... Oh, there are Havocs there? Yeah, Havocs just got whacked. Mark of Pawn Dreadnought though. A pretty hard counter to infantry in general, especially stuff that needs to get into melee, eh? Just rip through those guys. Vengeance rounds loaded in for Stern Guard, trying to go after some vehicles here. Maybe they'll turn their attention to this guy. Yes, they do. Stern Guard veterans can change their ammo to combat all target types. Can only have one at a time. And they're eating a lot of Daka. And there's the Blood Rage activated. Makes your Dreadnought faster, do more damage and take less damage. You lose control of it. So it can turn it on your own stuff if it's close enough. Typically it works out okay though. Is that drop pod coming in? Like a drop pod didn't work there or something. It has been buggy in the past. I didn't know that it was still buggy. SpicketySplitLickety has not replaced the Scouts. Goes tier 3. They have a lot of resources. I wonder if they queued something up here. Taz Extreme with more CSM on the way. Commando's been spotted. He just got too close to the Rhino there. Uses his grappling hook to escape elegantly. I'm sure you'll agree. There's a webway on the southern edge. It's a good place for one. Pantera trying to target that war trap, which does have the reinforced plating. Chaos Dreadnought. Sorry, Grey Knight Dreadnought on the way. Certainly not a Chaos Dreadnought. Banshee's doing some good work. Lots of Daka though. Is that double Wraith Guard? It is double Wraith Guard. Pantera's Warp Spider level 3 with Entangling Web, improved Warp Generator for Group Teleport, and Anti-Grav Grenade. Has he been using all these cool things and I haven't been seeing it? This might be a good time for Anti-Grav. Or Entangling Web, sure. Just locks down those Sluggers. Pretty damn strong combined with the Wraith Guard there. Pantera has to run. Uh-oh. Mark of Pawn Dreadnought on retreat. I don't think it was targeting the Warp Spider though. The damage he took there was splash damage. But he definitely would have died if it was a direct hit. More Sluggers for Hellion. More Havocs for Taz Extreme. Nob Squad on the field for ChunkyCoates, but they're down to just Sluggers and Shooters otherwise. I guess they didn't get much else, did they? Did they go double Shooters straight into Nobs? I think they might have. I have 2 here, WTF, says Pantera. ChunkyCoates says they're bashing top. There's a Chaos Dreadnought here. A Grey Knight Dreadnought. I'll get it right at some point. There's Maelstrom. And we are going to see a melee Grey Knight Dreadnought. Which will help, because it will get melee resist. There we go. And more melee DPS. And more hit points. Gets 300 more hit points for having the core. There's that fun special attack. Can they deal with the Nob Squad here? They have their Ammers and their Nob Leader. Frenzy is popped. They didn't seem to get suppressed there by the interceptors. Sorry, by the Purgation's incinerators. And Frenzy wasn't up yet. There's the Warp Rift to slow him down. Blue team all over. Red team's natural VP though now. 419 to 267. They've got a roster advantage, although, I mean, it is a knob squad. That's worth like 2 or 3 low tier units most of the time, depending on what they are. Stone Guard veterans, I think, are going to be okay. Assault Squad, sorry, Vanguard veterans also get away. Grey Knight Dreadnought survives, being repaired by the Stormtroopers. Chaos Lord trying to help out his shield up. The Mark of Khorne Dreadnought doing well, level 2. Scares off the Orks. They're going to get the VP back, but there is a booby trap on it. Thanks to this guy. Remember when I said blow stuff up? Or blows you up? Well, there you go. Blue team are just straight up taking his power now. The Wraith Guard leveled yet? I don't think so. Scouts on the way for SpicketySplitLickety. Went tier 3, got scouts. Oh, the Rhino went down. 419 to 203. Techmarine woke up, it looks like, he said. Oh, got revived by Pantera. I love the Orc announcer. So that's great voice work in Dawn of War 2. Fantastic direction and performances. Dreadnought comes in. Look at the damage on those hits. Holy crap. Wraith Guard are a danger to it if they can hit it. There's the Blood Rage though. Is it going to hit something? Smack. Gets a special. 1-to-1 cap hit. Big VP lead though for the blue team. ChunkyCoates down to 2 units. Pantera down to 3. Dreadnought is doing work. Got a bunch of Eternal War CSM as well. Level 3 Chaos Lord. Here's the Knob Squad. Back to full strength. Although not quite full health actually. They've got all the fellas there. They've got all the boys there. Stone Guard in trouble. Double Sluggers of Hellion combined with that War Truck are dangerous. Sluggers, I think, wiped the Stone Guard there. Yes, they did. Grenade goes in, but they could wipe the scouts. Yes, they do. SpicketySplitLickety needs to get the Vanguard veterans the hell out of there. And does. Tactical Marines also flee. They're level 3. Down goes the War Truck. Just a couple of volleys from those Wraith Guard was enough. Dreadnought needs to turn around. It's been repaired. Nice rally by the red team here. They're on the power as well, thanks to Hellion, who goes tier 3. Pantera with an Avatar on the way. What is this? It's a power bash in the north from ChunkyCoates. Grey Knight Dreadnought getting some hits in. There's the Maelstrom, the knockdown, the knockback and slowdown. Doing some good damage as well, but Frenzy is up, 75% damage resist, suppression, immunity, Flash gets getting shots in here with blasters. Purgation should not be in there that long with sluggers and knobs. They did mess up the knobs quite a lot. Took out the knob leader and 2 more models. There's your Retribution. Retribution actually potentially a really good tool to use against knobs if you can time it when you think they might want to use their frenzy. Down goes the Daemonhunter, just as I say that. Sluggers doing some really good work for ChunkyCoates. These blasters, as impressive as they look, are not effective at all against vehicles. Their psychic damage type. Good versus heavy and super heavy infantry though. Really good. Avatar is up. Provides some really powerful buffs. Damage and damage resist and suppression immunity, I believe, to surrounding allied units. Pretty damn good in combat too. The Wailing Doom might hit the edge of the shooter boys. Nope, they get away. They get away clean. Level 4 attacks with a plasma gun. SpicketySplitLickety might be looking to get the Land Raider Redeemer up here. Could get a Land Raider and drop a nuke. Probably better than getting the Terminators up, I think. We'll see though. Dreadnought, Chaos Dreadnought that is, trying to get some repairs in. 356 to 181. Avatar goes after the Dreadnought. What's this? Uh-oh. Stone Guard on the cap. Sorry, Tactical Marines. Looks like they're going to be okay. I thought they were going to get stuck in there. get knocked over by the sluggers or something. Double Grey Knight Dreadnoughts now from Hutsy. Both with the claws and both with Maelstrom. Awesome. Pretty damn good. Wrath of Cain there from the Avatar. Almost wipes out the Chaos Space Marines. Chaos Lord's in amongst the Wraith Guard at the moment. Level 4. Ouch. Volley from the 2 Wraith Guard took more than half the health of those CSM there. Can't suppress those Dreadnoughts. Sluggers though are being suppressed. Something's bashing the blue power southwest. Not sure what it is, don't want to take my eyes away from this. 2 Dreadnoughts getting stuck in, look at this. What the Wraith Guard is still doing it. They're both going to wipe, I think. Oh, maybe one model gets away. Dreadnoughts turn to face the Avatar. Yeah, not so good at dodging stuff, fellas. Barely took a scratch though from the Wailing Doom. I guess I don't get knocked back. The part that makes Wailing Doom so devastating is that you get knocked back into more of the damage as it moves across. Sluggers very nearly going down. Wraith the Vanguard took a big risk going after them there. They do get away, I think, though. Or do they? The Dreadnought on retreat path with Mark of Khorne. Fighting a Nob squad though, and Flashkits just destroyed the heretics that were there trying to repair. But here come double Grey Knight Dreadnoughts. Now a Nob squad can't take this on. They're out of there. The Mark of Khorne Dreadnought did really well though. Might have been okay by itself there actually. Big boom gun shot by the looted tank. Does need reinforced plating to get it, but it's a really good upgrade. 356 to 91. Big VP lead for blue team. But they've taken some hits for sure. Land Raider Redeemer is on the way for SpicketySplitLickety, and they have tons of red. Tons of red. More Wraith Guard for Pantera. The Avatar is back at base healing up. Warboss wants to flee. And the Techmarine is still down. Going to get revived here though, I think. By the Walk Sputter. I think he's revived quite a bunch of people actually, this fella. Red team are taking a northern VP. And that wreck point. Boom gun, looted tank. Having some words though. Here comes some Chaos Terminators from Taz Extreme. More Purgation for Hutsy, most likely with their silencers. Or the Conversion Beamer. Rocket Launcher Kommando. Level 8 this guy, done a lot of work. What are the CSM still doing it? They're going to die, are they? I think they'll be okay. That mark there is right in me crosshairs from the Kommando, which seems to have bugged out now because it was targeting a model that died. So now it has to move him. There we go. Throws a stun bomb. Now starts shooting. Chaos Lord's fighting a Nob squad. Not a good fight for him, even if he was fully geared up, and he's not. 351 to 75. 2-1 cap. I mean, if he had his maul, he could sweeping doom them, but they would get up and smack his head in. That was the Retribution. Silenced him for a bit there. Double Grey Knight Dreadnoughts chasing off the Commander. They don't want him using that rocket launcher, but they're also under threat from the tank and the Nob squad. So this is a gutsy push from Hutsy. Down goes one of them. There's a Maelstrom. I think it was used a bit early though. Didn't affect the Nob squad. 345 to 75. Meanwhile, southeast, Walks by Exarch's gone down on that VP. Avatar is still there though. And here's your Land Raider Redeemer, of course. Acts as a mobile base, can retreat back to it, reinforce off it, and he gives you health regen. Insanely strong support vehicle. In a team game, it can support 3 players. Mark it as a retreat point. Nob squad just piling through, and they get the second Dreadnought. He's trying to use Retribution to stop it there. Couldn't quite get it done in time. And down goes the Mark of Khorne Dreadnought. Was that Orb? Yeah. Orb of the Omnissiah from SpicketySplitLickety. Blue team now in the ascendancy with this Land Raider. That looted tank did a lot of work as well. Vanguard veterans jumping in. Level 4 as well. They will cleave through shooters pretty fast. There's that Conversion Beamer. Hutsy may have given up here, they're not moving. They may be trying to concede. Blue team grabbing the natural VP already, but they might get a triple cap here unless the Warboss can stop it with a stomp or something. Oh, the stomp didn't do it, that's right. But the charge did. It's a no cap game right now. What is this? Got some sluggers from Hellion not giving up. Hutsy, though, I believe, has stopped playing. They're being nuked in base. Looks like the blue team have it. Comeback was on the cards for a while, though. They really did come out swinging in tier 2 and in early tier 3. Oh no, what happened to the Chaos Terminators? No idea. Can I see their bodies in a way? Not really. It was probably in this fight though in the north, wasn't it? There's a 2-to-1 for blue. The naturals have swapped, and blue team don't seem interested in going back for theirs. Avatar just taking a breather. Lots of Daka now from Commandos. Against the Commando Knob as well. He grappling looks away. It is a little bit slow that... Oh, he still went down. It's a little bit slow to use that. Kind of turns, looks, chucks it. Then there's a little bit of a delay before he goes flying across the map. Terminators on the field for SpicketySplitLickety. That's what they use the red for. As well as that nuke we saw go in. Tier 3 for Hutsy. Okay. They're moving. And got Retribution jumping into a whole lot of stuff. There we saw Energy Burst. Pretty bad ability for jump squads in general. Slows them down, messes up their energy management. Cyclone Missile Launcher doing work on infantry at close range there. Killed 3 models. They were shooters, but hey, 3 Orks dead. Can't knock that. What is the Chaos Lord up to? Oh, he's dropping a nuke. Just trying to get vision for a nuke, I think, but goes down in the process. The Land Raider is right on it, but should be okay. We are going to see a blue team victory. There's the concede from the red team. I think Taz just wanted to drop that nuke at the end. Maybe. We had a level 10 Kommando from ChunkyCoates. A Techmarine I can't select. He's probably inside the Land Raider. But he did well. Level 6 Warp Spider Exarch. A level 6 Daemonhunter who had the Banishing Cloak at the end, or Racks of Exorcism, messes up vehicles. Hailstorm level 5 and down at the end. And a level 7 Warboss. Very strong start from the blue team. Red team messed up a bunch in tier 1, but did really well to come back. Just couldn't maintain that momentum. Once the Knob squad came out, they struggled to deal with them. The double Grey Knight Dreadnoughts and the Mark of Khorne Dreadnought were really fun to see, but hard to keep momentum going with a core of Dreadnoughts. They're gonna fall down at some point. It just happens in 3v3s. But there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.